What is going on, everybody? Nick Costa here, and welcome to this video on drum set fundamentals. This video is going to cover all of the basics to get you started playing on the drum set. This is perfect for those who are just starting out on their drumming journey, or maybe you haven't picked up the sticks in quite some time. The best part about this lesson is that you do not need a drum set in front of you. You don't even need a pair of drumsticks. Obviously, those two things will help you out with it, but if you do not have them, don't sweat it. You can simply just tap on your lap and stomp on the floor. So in this video, we are going to start by creating a strong foundation for us to build upon in order for us to play some drum grooves. I can't wait to dive into this with all of you, so let's get started. So when you are playing the drum set, you want to think about this like something you do on a regular basis: walking. The reason why is because when you walk, you have a steady, consistent tempo. The only difference is that each person walks at a different tempo. So to start out, sit behind your drum kit and go back and forth between playing just your right foot and your left foot. Keep it at a nice slow tempo, however, because we are going to add some things to it and we want to make sure that we actually can. Here we go. Play along with me. 1, 2, ready, and. So since we are in common 4/4 time, kick drum is being played on beats 1 and 3, hi-hat is being played on 2 and 4. Let's add to that. So pick up your sticks, and if you watched that fundamentals technique course, you should already know how to hold your sticks. If you haven't, make sure you go check that out. But place your right stick on your ride cymbal. Left stick is going to go on the snare drum, which is that drum in between your two legs. We're going to play that same exact exercise. The difference this time is that we are going to play the right hand with the right foot. We're going to play the left hand with the left foot. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, ready, and. Now, as you are playing this exercise, make sure you are allowing the sticks to come back up off of either the ride cymbal or the snare drum. Also, make sure that the beater of the kick drum pedal is coming off of the head. We don't want to press it and bury it in. Let's take it one step further. So this time around, right foot and right hand are still playing at the same time, but when you go and play your left foot, both hands are playing at the same time. So now this pattern is right foot and right hand, left foot and both hands, right foot and right hand, left foot and both hands, back and forth. Let's give it a shot. Play along with me. 1, 2, ready, and. So the concept with this is to make sure that you are keeping your time consistent and that your right foot and right hand are lining up together, your left foot and both hands are lining up together. If you're able to play this and have everything line up, great. If not, try it again, but slow it down to make sure everything lines up. This is a perfect time to pause the video and make sure that you are working all of this out. Once you get it down, hit resume and we'll continue. So let's go ahead and take this one step further. We are going to double up the speed of our right hand, so now it is playing eighth note subdivisions rather than quarter notes. What that means is that you are playing the same exact pattern as you did before, but you are sneaking in an additional ride cymbal in between each note. So now that pattern is right foot and right hand by itself. Left foot and both hands, right hand by itself. Again, right foot, right hand by itself. Left foot and both hands, right hand by itself. Go ahead and give it a shot. Play along with me. 1, 2, ready, and. Let's go ahead and try that exercise again, but this time let's slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, ready, and. So again, if needed, pause the video right here, make sure you can get that pattern down and line it all up. If you can, press resume and we'll continue. So with that last exercise, you were keeping a steady eighth note subdivision with your right hand. You were playing your bass drum on beats 1 and 3. You were playing your left hand and your left foot on 2 and 4. Now, if you are new to drumming, you may notice a bunch of drummers doing something like this. The reason why we are starting with playing on the ride cymbal is because that allows us to use our left foot, so you are playing all 4 limbs simultaneously. As you continue on this drumming journey, you will realize more advanced basic rhythms as well as different styles of music, jazz, bossa novas, sambas, anything like that will require you to actually play the hi-hat with your left foot. This is allowing you to create a strong enough foundation so when you do move on to more advanced drum grooves or different styles of music, you're already comfortable enough playing that left foot on 2 and 4. So now that we have created that nice strong foundation, let's move on to another basic drum groove. This time you are continuing to play steady eighth notes on the ride cymbal with your right hand. You will also continue to play the left hand and left foot on 2 and 4. The bass drum, however, is being played on all 4 beats. So the pattern for this is right foot and right hand by itself, all 4 limbs, right hand by itself. Again, right foot and right hand by itself, all 4 limbs, right hand by itself. Let's give it a shot. Play along with me. 1, 2, ready, and. Let's go ahead and do that again, but this time let's slow it down just a little bit. 1, 2, ready, and. Just like all of the other exercises, if you need to, pause the video here, go back, review this, make sure you get this down and everything lines up. Once you do, hit continue. All right, so far you have 2 basic drum grooves down. Let's move on to a third one. Again, same concept here, steady eighth notes with the right hand and left foot are still being played on 2 and 4. The bass drum this time is being played on beat 1, 3, and the end of 3. So your pattern this time is right foot, right hand by itself, left foot, both hands, right hand by itself, right foot, right hand, left foot, both hands, right hand by itself. That sounds super confusing, right? So here's what it looks like. 1, 2, ready, and. And here is that same exact groove at a slower tempo. 1, 2, ready, and. Go ahead and pause this video at this moment so you can get this groove down. Once you do, hit continue. Time for basic groove number 4. Same concept, steady eighth notes with the right hand, left foot are still being played on 2 and 4. This time the bass drum is being played on beat 1, the end of 1, beat 3, the end of 3. So this time the pattern is right foot, right hand, left foot, both hands, right hand by itself. Again, right foot, right hand, left foot, both hands, right hand by itself. Here's what that looks like. 1, 2, ready, and. And here is that same pattern slowed down. 1, 2, ready, and... So to recap, you've just played through 4 basic drum grooves. You started out by creating a strong foundation, playing back and forth between your right and left foot, and then you built upon that a nice strong groove. You started off by playing quarter notes on the ride with the left hand and the left foot on beats 2 and 4, and then you transitioned over to playing eighth notes on the ride while still keeping that left hand and left foot on 2 and 4. You then added a few different bass drum rhythms to come up with some different drum grooves. So the one thing you want to think about as you continue to practice this, the right hand, and left foot play the same thing for every one of those 4 grooves. The only thing that is changing is that right foot on the bass drum. So although before I mentioned playing on your lap and stomping on the floor if you didn't have a drum kit, you can also do this if you do have a drum kit and you don't want to make as much noise. Speed is not the end game with this, it's consistency and accuracy, and the only way to make that happen is to continue to practice to get comfortable enough with the procedural pattern. So, playing on the drum kit or just tapping on your lap and stomping on the floor will help you develop that procedural pattern to execute this correctly. So, here's what you can do whether you are watching Netflix, sitting on the couch at home, hanging out, anything like that. Steady eighth note with the right hand. Left hand on 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can then add that left foot. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. As long as you can keep this consistent, changing up what that right foot does gives you all of your different drum grooves. And there you have it. Hopefully you have gotten something out of this lesson to start out on your drumming journey or continue with your drumming journey. If you enjoyed this lesson and you're looking for more content, make sure that you visit my website, nickcostamusic.com. And if you head over to the drum lessons section and then go to the fundamentals portion, you will find videos that include basic match grip drum technique, this drum set fundamentals video, as well as a video for each one of the 40 essential drum rudiments from Percussive Arts Society. Until next time, see you later.